Mission Pro Wrestling, the symbol of excellence in women's sports entertainment.
Good evening, Mission Pro family. Welcome to a special edition of Mission Pro Spotlight. I am Myndrunner, as some people call me, Myndrunner. Thank you, Thunder Rosa, for starting that whole thing. But with me, of course, is my tag team partner, the one and only. She is the assassin with the color guard kendo stick. I'm talking about Angel Marie. Angel, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing amazing. And I just want to point out, Mom, I see you in the chat. My mom's Rebecca.
Hey, Mom, what's going on? Thanks for being in the chat. I see Courtney, Michael's in the chat, Pepe's in the chat. Very cool. I'm super excited. This is going to be a lot. I'm so excited for Mission Pro. This is going to be the final match or final event of the year before they go in hibernation and then come back stronger than ever. But we had to reach out to a very, very special, use some of our connections, some of your connections, Angel. I know you and your mom helped out with this special connection. Our third special guest, we're going to be giving our predictions, or in some cases, spoilers, our predictions of the matches tonight. But we have a special guest joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of awesomeness. Here is our third member of tonight's media crew.
By God, it's John Cena. Right here on Mission Pro Spotlight.
I can't believe it. We are in the presence of a celebrity. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys, I hope your cameras are focused. If you can see him, I hope you can see him. But ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by none other than John Cena. John Cena, how you doing, buddy?
Good. I've been chilling. You might say. Anyways, thank you for inviting me here. It's great to be here. I'm looking forward to talking about all the awesome Mission Pro action that's coming from Midsummer Blast. Angel, lovely to see you. You're awesome. I'm a huge fan. And Myndrunner, or is it Myndrunner that I've heard some people call you? Anyways, you both represent the epitome of thuganomics, and I'm looking forward to talking about this awesome event. Mission Pro, let's go.
Yeah, Mission Pro, let's go. Super excited. Angel, how you feel about John Cena being our third wheel tonight?
I am so glad to see you, John, here. John, I am so excited that you're on here. I know that you're going to give the best predictions, or well, rather, we're all going to give our best predictions for this Mission Pro show.
Angel Marie, that is an excellent point. I agree 100%. No, I agree 1,000%.
Well, John, you do seem a little biased. You're going to have to, in some cases, you might be having to agree with Myndrunner, right?
Myndrunner, that's got to be one of the worst takes I've ever heard. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, well, thank you, John Cena. I appreciate it. We're having trouble with your mic all of a sudden. I'm going to have to mute you for a minute. We can't hear you. But we appreciate you being here. Seriously, thank you for supporting Mission Pro Spotlight, and thank you for supporting wrestling all around the world. But we have got some hot topics to talk about. Let's get to it. Let's get to tomorrow is Mission Pro Midsummer Blast. Super excited for it. And here are our predictions. Let's kick off with the first match that we've got here. It's Mia Friday versus Rebel Kell, and we're in the presence of greatness. So I think we're going to go ahead and let's hear from John Cena. Where do you think about Mia Friday versus Rebel Kell? What are your thoughts on this matchup? What's your prediction?
Well, in the WWE, I've always said it's never the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog here. And yes, Rebel Kell is quite a specimen, but I've got to give it up to my girl Friday. Mia Friday is a super powerhouse of positivity and enthusiasm that goes a long way. I've been a big fan of hers for a long time, and again, she recently lost her title, so I'm excited to see what she's going to do. Just like I used to give it to the Big Show and the Undertaker, I think Mia Friday is not to be underestimated. I'm going with Friday, TGIF.
All right, TGIF, he says. So we're going to go ahead and put Cena's vote on Mia Friday. Angel, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same exact thing as John. We're on the same wavelength, actually. I am absolutely going with Mia Friday. I love Mia Friday. I saw Rebel Kell. I've looked at some of her stuff. She does seem pretty cool, but I feel like Mia is also a Mission Pro favorite. So I'm going with TGIF Mia Friday.
All right, TGIF Mia Friday.
Angel, you make a very, very good point. I agree with you. That's basic thugonomics.
Well, I'm glad you agree with her. But I hate to cause controversy, but I love Mia Friday. She's fantastic. She's at such a young age. She's come up and done a lot of accomplishments. But Rebel Kell is quite the dominant force. And this could be Mia Friday's most challenging match to date. And I know that Mia's hungry because after losing her title, but Rebel Kell is just going to be a little bit too much. She's got that rebel yell, Rebel Kell. That whole thing is synonymous. I've got to go with Rebel Kell on this one. I'm sorry to be a dissenter, but I've got to go with Rebel Kell.
Myndrunner, you're full of it. I can't believe any of you listens to this guy.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that vote of confidence there, John Cena. Tell us in the chat who you think. Looks like most people are rooting for Rebel. Most people are Mia Friday. Chris is on Rebel's side, but we've got Courtney. We've got Michael May. We've got Every Day is Friday. Everybody's talking all kinds of stuff here, and I think that's fantastic. There's a lot of good comments and support in the chat.
Just a second, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Miss Courtney. One of the coolest women in the world. She is a badass. Want to shout out to Miss Courtney in the chat. You are on the John Cena army. Glad to see you.
Wow. All right. Already kissing up to everybody in the chat. That'll get you some fans there, John Cena. Very good. I think somebody's trying to stop being booed. But let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next matchup here. See if we can at least agree on something. But let's go to, hold on. Let's go to Denise Day versus Lynette Dallas. Quite an interesting matchup here. I'm going to go first. I mean, we know a lot about Denise Day. She's kind of a homegrown, hometown favorite. She had a killer match against Angel Blue. They had that incredible chair spot. Angel, I don't know if you remember that spot where they had those stack of chairs, and it just, I don't know if her back was going to be able to recover. I don't know much about Lynette Dallas. I got to go with Denise Day on this one. The smile, I think the dream catcher, it's her time. I think she's going to finish the year at Mission Pro with a W, and I think this is going to be quite an awesome match. Angel, what are your thoughts?
We finally agree on something. So yeah, I am also going with Denise Day. I freaking love Denise Day. Like you said, the last match that she had with Angel Blue, formerly Angel Blue, now she's Angela Armstrong.
True.
It was an absolutely killer match, and honestly, I can't wait to see Denise get her first win in Mission Pro this weekend.
Get that W, Denise. All right. I'm looking forward to it. Can we get a trifecta? Let's hear from the man of thugonomics.
Well, I know Denise Day is a local favorite. She's part of the Mission Pro family. But let's not sleep on Lynette Dallas. She is a former PPW champion. She held that title for 91 days, and she dropped the title to none other than Ganny Moe, one of the most powerful indie wrestlers in the business. So Lynette is no one to scoff at. And, she is coming in as relatively unknown, but that I actually think is a problem for Denise. Denise isn't ready to prepare for this one. I'm putting my money on Dallas. Holla, holla.
Wow. Holla, holla indeed. What another divided pick here. Cena going with holla, holla Dallas over Denise. I don't know. It looks like the chat is all for Denise here. Denise is a powerhouse. Time for the W, says Chris. I'm loving this. This is fantastic. I don't know, John. I think you might be this could be a really, really, really bad pick for you.
Wow. Myndrunner, that's got to be the absolute worst take that I have ever heard. You are so wrong, you don't even know it.
This guy, I thank you, John Cena, for another being such a great part of this show. And no sarcasm there. Let's move right along here. All right, now we've got Nair Robles. I remember her. Oh, yeah, she's been a regular on our show. She is La Chica de la Ola Ola. And just to kind of say hello, if anybody forgot, she is one of my reoccurring co-hosts. And so I might be slightly biased here, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I am team Miss Ola Ola all day long, twice on Sunday. No shade on Queen Uju, but I've got to go with my girl here. What about you, Angel Marie? Your thoughts on this matchup, Queen Uju versus this newcomer to Mission Pro? She's coming over from Puerto Rico. Nair, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, so I'm kind of split about this. Obviously, Nair has been a part of Spotlight, so kind of a part of me has a little bit of bias for her. But then at the same time, I really want to see Uju pick up the dub, so honestly, this is a really hard pick. I think I'm going to end up going with Nair, just because I'm biased, so just a little bit. Again, like you said, no shade to Uju. I love Uju, but I'll go with Nair.
Nair, good pick. All right, Mr. Thugonomics, what about you?
Well, there shouldn't be a surprise on who Myndrunner's going to pick. He's a bit biased with La Senorita Ola here. But I got to go with the Queen Uju, laying the smackdown. And, nothing against Nair, but Queen Uju has been a dominant force in the independent wrestling scene. She has the experience, and I just think that all the smiles and the hagao is not going to be enough to bring down the Queen. Queen Uju, long may she reign.
All right. Is that all you got to say about that, John Cena?
Hold on a second. I got to give a shout out to the epitome of hustle and flow. Pepe, hope the lead gets better. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you for the support. Thank you for supporting Mission Pro. And I hope that leg is feeling nice and healed by the time we get to our next Mission Pro event.
Well, that's awfully nice of you there, John Cena. And you're totally not trying to pander to the chat just to win them over and try to turn babyface. I know that.
Myndrunner, you idiot.
Okay. All right. Thanks, John Cena. Thank you for that. All right, let's move on again. Again, another split vote. Are we going to have any consensus tonight? Let's see. All right. Now, this is one that's really getting a lot of positive momentum. It was announced on a mission that Rache Chanel versus Carolina Cruz is actually going to be defending the Reality of Wrestling Championship. She secured the bag at ROW, and now she's going to be securing the bag, keeping the bag secure from Carolina Cruz. Let's start this one with Mr. Thuganomics here. What are your thoughts? Who's winning this, walking away with the championship here?
Well, first off, Myndrunner should probably take some grooming tips from La Bougie-Kana, the fashionista herself, or Shay Chanel. But I do want to take a moment and highlight Carolina Cruz has very few matches under her belt, but the matches that she has are tremendous. Her time at NXT, I mean, she went toe-to-toe with the likes of Fallon Henley, Lola Vice, Kelani Jordan. So she's right up there, plus her time at CCW. So she's coming in with some experience, and sometimes it's not the quantity of the experience, but the quality. So I do think she's going to give La Fashionista a run for money. Do I think it's going to be enough to take the ROW championship away? No, I don't think so. Not at this time, but Carolina Cruz has got a bright future. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do and what she can take away from this match and maybe revisit this with a little more experience under her belt. But got to go with the Fashionista versation, though.
All right. Fashionista gets John Cena's vote, and I can't believe this. I am shocked. I am shooketh that I actually agree with John Cena.
Myndrunner, you're full of it. I can't believe anybody listens to this guy.
Even when we agree, you can't give me any credit here. Okay, I agree. It's the Fashionista. She's got the experience, and now she's finally secured the singles bag. This win, it means so much to Riche because I feel like she's kind of been lost ever since the now known Ren Sinclair, former Maddie Rinkowski, has gone on to a different program. I think that Riche has been searching for that validation in her singles career, and this is it. The ROW Championship is the validation, that the proof that she is doing very well in singles competition. I think this is what she needed, and this title defense, I think, is going to be a perfect starting point for her title defenses. She's going to be a defending champion. I'm excited. I think Riche all the way. She's keeping the bag. What do you say, Angel?
Well, we are finally all gonna agree on something because I'm also choosing Riche. So I am so happy. Like I said the other day, I'm so happy that she has finally won a way deserved title, and I think that she is definitely going to secure the bag and retain this weekend.
All right, very good,
Angel Marie. That is an excellent point. I agree 100%. No, I agree 1,000%.
Well, what about me? Do you agree? We all agree. That's. What about my take? I mean, don't you agree with my take?
Myndrunner, that's got to be one of the worst takes I've ever heard. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I can't. Thanks a lot there, John Cena. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support, buddy. All right, moving along. All right, the Mission Pro Cup match. So stoked about this one. This is where you can leapfrog all of the Mission Pro talents, get your title shot, and the sheer talent in this entire spectrum here is fantastic. We got to see meet a little bit of Jen Savani and her. She's kind of a mortician wrestler. I thought her background was great. You got Olivia Rose, and London Dior, and then of course Shay Carmichael. She's got her issues, but I gotta go with the Sisters of Destruction. Their plan is exactly what I would expect. To Braun and Brains back together. The Sisters of Destruction, Fire and Fury, they are going to be a tag team to reckon with. I'm going to go ahead and just choose Nova Phoenix over here, but either of them, I think it's either going to be Morgan or Nova. I'm just going to officially say Nova, but my prediction is Nova or Morgan are going to win the cup, and I believe they will cash in and take on the winners of the tag team championships, and I think they're going to walk out as the tag team champions. What about you, Angel? Who do you think is going to win the cup, or do you think that's a wise strategy for Morgan and Nova to go for the cup together?
Yeah, it definitely is very wise that they're doing that together, because if either of them wins, then they both win in the end, which is so perfect. So I know that there's definitely going to be shenanigans because of Shay stealing the cup, taking over the Mission Pro YouTube channel at one point, and she's a bit crazy, but I love her for that. Whatever. But I am gonna go again with, like we said, Sisters of Destruction, but specifically Morgan. I feel like Morgan has, I mean, their name is literally Fire and Fury.
Yeah.
So she's definitely got Fire and Fury in her. So I think that's going to lead her to victory. But it'll either be Morgan or Nova.
All right.
Probably Morgan.
So you're leaning more towards Morgan, and I'm leaning towards Nova. But we're both in agreement that the Sisters of Destruction, one half of them, is going to get that cup. We both in agreement?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And let's go to the professor of thugonomics himself. What are your thoughts about this entire battle here for the cup?
You know, my hat's off to, or I guess my cap's off to Fire and Fury, Nova Phoenix, Morgan Mercy for saying that they want to win this cup and then use it for tag titles. But you know, I've been around this business long enough to see that rarely works. I mean, a lot of tag teams say they want to look out for each other, but when it gets to battle royal or gauntlet situations, it never works out the way you think. Greed takes over. I have a feeling those two are going to be doing more bickering than working together, but I could be wrong. We'll see. But you know, there's tremendous talent in this ring that should not be overlooked. I think whoever that is, the Shay, I'm not a fan of her. She seems really delusional. But I got to go with my girl, London Dior. She has got the smile. She's got the guns. She's got the in-ring prowess. She's powerful. She's a powerhouse. I would recruit her for any promotion if I was going to start my own. So I think London Dior is going to secure this bag. She's going to become the Mission Pro Cup winner. And I could see her then cashing it in and surprising the winner between Izzy and her opponent. So let's stay tuned. But I think this is London Dior's match to lose. I think she's the favorite going in, and that's where I'm putting my money.
All right. I see the logic in what you're saying. I'm not mad at you. I think if it wasn't for Fire and Fury in this match, I'd agree with you. But I disagree with you about Fire and Fury. I think they've got it. This is a team that they're hungry for those tag titles, and I think they're going to get it. Now, speaking of tag titles, let's get to it. The King Bees, who have signed with NWA. This is basically NWA versus the Hybrid School of Wrestling, and we're having, in the middle of Mission Pro, we've got the Mission Pro battle here, but the King Bees, who have been together for a long time, are now facing Team Red Hot. Let's start off with the King of Thugonomics. John, what are your thoughts? King Bees or Red Hot here? Where are you going?
Team Red Hot is not to be underestimated. Callie Tita, what she doesn't have in size, she makes up in her fiery persona, but also in intellect and brain. She went out and found herself a powerhouse in Ridley Thorne. I know she's relatively an unknown, but Ridley Thorne, if you take a look at her, she's pound for pound one of the rising up-and-comers in the indie industry, and Callie Tita's smart to have her as her tag team partner. I mean, if you kind of want to look up matchup for matchup, Callie Tita versus Danny B, that's going to be a test of speed and fiery veracity. But I'm really looking forward to Charity King and Ridley Thorne locking up, because that's going to be a powerhouse versus powerhouse clash of epic proportions. I wish I could say Red Hot's walking away with the belts. I don't think so. It's not going to be a squash by any means, and I think there is a chance for an upset. But the King Bees have demonstrated time and time again, they're in lockstep. They work so well together. They're like the Lucha Brothers as far as being able to come up with some combinations. They work very well in tandem. And I'm excited to see what's next for them after this match. But yeah, my money is on the King Bees walking away once again with those tag titles.
Interesting comparison there too. I'm not sure I'd compare him to the Lucha Brothers. I mean, I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think.
Wow.
I don't know where
Myndrunner, that's got to be the absolute worst take that I have ever heard. You are so wrong, you don't even know it.
Your insults are becoming repetitive. It's almost like they're pre-recorded, John Cena. All right, let's hear from you, Angel Marie. What are your thoughts? Is it the King Bees retaining or and new Red Hot?
Honestly, I am a little bit biased here because Callie is one of my fellow short girls. I think I'm shorter than Callie, honestly. I'm like shorter than almost everyone. No, literally, I am. I'm pretty sure I'm shorter. I wear heels to these shows so I don't look as short. But so I am a little bit biased with Callie and Ridley. So I honestly want to see new champions, but then again, the King Bees are a force to be reckoned with. I mean, they're with NWA, and they're also the Mission Pro Tag Champs, so this is really hard, but I'm gonna go with and new Mission Pro Tag Champs, Red Hot.
Wow, going against John Cena and you're going with the hybrid group there. John Cena does make some good points too. Callie was smart with her pick with Ridley Thorne. Because if you match them up and not Ridley Thorne's kind of a unknown quantity, if you will, but she's got some size to her, and I do think she's a good matchup for Charity as well as Danny B with Callie. That's a good matchup. I think that's going to happen. Of course, my opinion is it's all a moot point, and I think that Red Hot's going to really give the King Bees a run for their money. I think that's going to be a really brutal battle, and at the end, the King Bees are going to be exhausted. So I am going to say that they're going to come away with the win of this match. However, I think that this is just them getting a beatdown before Nova and Morgan show up and cash in that cup, and then they bring the beat down and they walk away as the new champions.
Myndrunner, that's got to be one of the worst takes I've ever heard. You should be ashamed of yourself.
All right. Thank you so much for that vote of confidence there, John Cena. All right, we'll see, though. You might have to bring you back and have you apologize and eat your words. And if you're wrong about this one. But again, Angel Marie going with the red hot chili peppers there. Let's now talk about the main event. It was revealed on Thursday last night. It was revealed by Brian himself. It was revealed that Izzy Moreno's opponent at Midsummer Blast is none other than the samurai, the Bushido of color guard kendo sticks. I'm talking about Angel Marie. It's got to be Angel. I think we're all going Angel. Everybody in the chat, who do you think? It's going to be Angel Marie or Izzy tomorrow for the title? Angel, who are you going to go for in this match?
Oh, I don't know. It's really hard because I'm really, really, really biased for Angel Marie.
Everybody's Team Angel in the chat. This is fantastic. Team Angel.
Oh my gosh, I love you guys. I love you guys so much.
Phantasm's the first dissenter. I don't know. Team Angel. Most of the chat is for Team Angel, but of course, as we have, it's all fun and games, but we got to be for real.
Mhm.
It was revealed officially on Thunder Rosa's Instagram that Izzy's opponent tomorrow is none other than La Mera herself, the final boss. Talking about Thunder Rosa. It was revealed. It's going to be incredible. What a final boss moment for Izzy Moreno to face. Angel, your thoughts? Is Izzy going to be able to retain, or is this it? Is this the end of the road for Izzy's first title run against Thunder Rosa?
Yeah, this match, oh my gosh, this match is going to be so insane. Whenever they said that they were trying to find a new opponent for Izzy, I instantly knew, okay, I'm pretty sure. I called it. I was texting people, and I called it. I said, I think it's probably going to be Thunder. Guess who it was? La Mera Thunder Rosa. So, I'm so nervous for this match, because obviously, love best Izzy, right?
Yeah.
But then there's Thunder Rosa. Like, it's Thunder, you know? But obviously, I know there's going to be a lot of shenanigans in this match. I mean, Izzy and Thunder just... I don't know why. Thunder just really doesn't like Izzy. Like, what does she have against her? Like, seriously, what does she have against a 17-year-old girl? Like, Thunder, come on. I love you, Thunder, but, like, why? Why? But, so there's definitely going to be shenanigans, and I'm really, 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 really nervous about this. But, honestly, I think Izzy's going to be able to pull it off. I think she'll be able to do it and become, and still, Mission Pro champ.
Wow. Bold prediction there. Going against La Mera, thinking that it's going to be Izzy pulling it up. Well, you got on with your BFF, you know? I mean,
yeah.
It looks like Steven says sources are saying that Izzy might be heading to NXT at some point. I don't know. The Pokemon Master will be there. Very cool. And of course I agree with Pepe. This match is going to be epic. The interesting thing you said about what does Thunder have against Izzy, and you know, the more and more I've thought about it, and again, it's one of those things where it's like the Iron Chancla treatment. It's like the harder, like the tough love. I wonder if deep down Thunder Rosa sees a bit of herself in Izzy. And wants Izzy to be taken seriously, you know, because let's be honest, Izzy got a lot of unfair flack for being, you know, the cutesy little girl, the Bailey fan that got harassed by Sasha Banks, and then the hot tag with Izzy where she was doing interviews, and you know there was a lot of unnecessary drama and people hating her for unnecessary reasons, and I feel like it's kind of like that child star thing. That shadow of a child star, a child protege that Izzy's really had to overcome. She's had to work harder than most other people because all eyes are on her. There were people I feel like were expecting her to fail or wanting her to fail because they wanted to be like, see, wrestling's not that easy, super fan. But I continue to be super impressed with how far Izzy has come, how she's had to work hard, her dedication to this. I mean, this is her life. And, you know, for her to give up her prom to attend the Mission Pro event, that right there, I mean, and especially to give it to old JP, you know, I mean, to put JP in a shopping cart alone. But the thing is this, is I think that this is going to be Izzy's match. This is either Izzy's crowning moment or we're going to end 2024 with Thunder Rosa holding the Mission Pro belt. Who knows what's going to happen? A lot of people, looks like everybody's mixed in the chat. Looks like Mama Angel is going with Izzy. Very cool. And new Thunder, Courtney's going with Thunder Rosa. Phantasm's going with Izzy. Michael with Thunder. No JP slam. We can't slander JP Harlow or Courtney might get mad. But I gotta go with Izzy. I feel like the momentum's there. I think Izzy, this is going to be Izzy's crowning moment. At the risk of being insulted yet again by the Cenobot, John, what are your thoughts?
I really wish we could see Izzy versus Angel Marie. Angel, I think you'd give Izzy a run for her money. I'd love to see the battle of the BFS. You never know someday. Bust out the color guard kendo stick and see what happens. But let's get to it. This is going to be the final match of the final Mission Pro show of 2024. And we're closing the show with Izzy versus the final boss in the Mission Pro Galaxy, La Mera Mera, Thunder Rosa, who's coming off a tremendous bull rope match win against Yana Perazo. She's on a streak. She's fired up. And I think that this is going to be a brutal match. But this is also an opportunity for everybody's BFF, Izzy Moreno, to walk away and finally get the ultimate feather in her cap. Let's be honest. Thunder Rosa is the final boss of the Mission Pro Galaxy. And what a way to close the show and close the year with a victory over the woman that started this whole thing, Thunder Rosa. And I think that's going to send a statement to the entire women's division in all of professional wrestling. And I'm excited to see where Izzy's going to be when Mission Pro returns. Mission Pro is going to come back stronger and better than ever. And what a way to kick off 2025 with perhaps the fastest rising star in the independent scene, Izzy Moreno. So my money's on Izzy. Don't underestimate the power of fan cheering. She's got a lot of BFS behind her, and that has gotten me through a lot of my matches. I've been able to rise up because of the fans, and I think that she's going to ride the momentum. And let's not forget, Thunder's hurting. She's still got some pain from that bull rope match. I know it's going to take its toll. Izzy has really proven herself, and this is going to be that final feather in her cap to show the world that Izzy is not a gimmick. Izzy is the real deal. She's basic thuganomics, and I, John Cena, am proud to call her one of my BFS.
All right. So after that rambling, that diarrhea of the mouth, are you saying you're going with Izzy Moreno?
Myndrunner, you idiot.
All right. All right, then. Thank you there, John Cena. All right, but look at this. We all agree on something. We're all going with Izzy. No love for La Mera Mera. Looks like the chat is saying BFF power. Not everybody, of course, is. Some people are saying it's going to be Thunder. But what an interesting thing. And, somebody brought it up. Steven in the chat brought an interesting point that just because Mission Pro is shut down as far as events, is recalibrating, doesn't mean Izzy can't defend that title all around the globe, if you will. I mean, Izzy could go on a tour defending that Mission Pro title and then, continue to develop herself as become that veteran wrestler. I know that our eyes are already on here. I know Ring of Honor and NXT have got some eyes. TNA's been watching her, NWA, MLW. There's a lot of people watching what she's doing and getting that recognition. Be interesting to see her possibly become one of Athena's new minions in Ring of Honor. But, Steven does make a good point. Just because Mission Pro is going on hiatus doesn't mean the championship. Same with Fire and Fury or Killer Bees, whoever walks out as champion. It's going to be, they can still defend those titles anywhere. So it's going to be quite the event. Super excited. Angel, what are your thoughts going into Midsummer Heat? What are your final thoughts on this event? What match are you looking forward to the most? And what do you think? What are some surprises you think we might have in store?
Honestly, I Tomorrow's gonna be super sad. But then, like you said, like we've been saying this whole time, they're gonna come back stronger than ever eventually. But it is kind of gonna be sad. But I am gonna really enjoy it. And honestly, the match I'm most looking forward to is gonna be me versus Izzy. No, I'm kidding. Thunder versus Thunder versus Izzy, and like I said, I can't wait to see her. I can't wait to see Izzy retain her title. Honestly.
I love it too. I think it's going to be awesome. I do think the cup is going to be. I think it's going to be Fire and Fury, and I'm looking forward to the tag team match. Every time I felt like the tag team match stole the show. Close, because there's always been bangers after bangers. And Mission Pro has just elevated every show. But I think there's going to be a surprise. I think the King Bees, I'm going to say Killer Bees, the King Bees are going to retain, but then they're going to get the beat down from Fire and Fury, and Fire and Fury are going to walk out as champions, but anything can happen. But this has been awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining us. We are looking forward to make sure we're going to be watching. Those of you that aren't going to be at the event, make sure you watch with me on Title Match. I'm going to be using that hashtag, and it's going to be Midsummer Blast, Saturday, August 17th. That's tomorrow, 5 p.m. and bell time is 6 p.m. Doors open at 5. Make sure you go to Title Match Network and check it out. John Cena, our very special guest. Any final thoughts that you might have, or any final bit of words of wisdom to the Thuganomics crew out here?
Hey, thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's really awesome to be part of the show. I really feel good about this Mission Pro Spotlight show. I know Mission Pro Wrestling is not going to have another event until 2025, but I'm glad to hear that this show is going to keep going. I'd love to come back and maybe join you all for some more color commentary. Angel Marie, you keep being awesome. Like I said, I'm a super fan. You're like a daughter to me. I'm super proud of you, and you just keep being awesome with your color guard, kendo stick action. Myndrunner, I know we've not always seen eye to eye, but I gotta say, I have respect for you, brother, and thank you for having me on your show. And I know you get a lot of flack from people, but you're doing good stuff here. You are lifting up women's wrestling, and I'm glad to be a part of this. So you keep, both of you gangsters, keep living the Thuganomics life. Go enjoy some ice cream, some pinchilin, if you will, and check out my movie on Prime with Aquafina. It's called Jackpot. You're really going to love it. It's the best thing I've done since Peacemaker and Ricky Stenicki. I think you're going to love it. Anyways, this is John Cena. I got to go. But thanks for having me. Y'all stay cool. And Mission Pro, have a great show tomorrow. I'm excited. I'll be there. You won't be able to see me, but I'll be there. John Cena out. I'll see y'all there.
All right. Thanks, John Cena. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Wow. The presence of greatness. I mean, you never know. You might even be in the presence of greatness tomorrow. Is John Cena watching? Of course, you won't be able to see him, but all right. So, Angel, thank you so much. And again, just to remind everybody that although Mission Pro, the events are going to be shut down for a while, going in hibernation, this show, Mission Pro Spotlight, will continue. On a Mission is going to continue, as well as some exclusive content, special content, and all kinds of new programs coming up very soon. Some exciting things to share with you. I am sworn to secrecy in a lot of this stuff. And I know some of the stuff that Angel knows about, she's sworn to secrecy. But y'all are going to love it. If you're a Mission Pro family member, you're going to love the cool stuff that's coming your way. Anyways, Angel, any final words to everybody before we say goodbye?
Yeah, like we said, just watch on Title Match Network if you can't be there. If you can be there, definitely come say hi to me. I'll be there. And yeah, I just hope that everyone enjoys the show tomorrow. I know it's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. All right. On behalf of Angel Marie and John Cena and the Mission Pro family, good night, everybody. This is going to be a historical event. I agree with you, Steven. Everybody have a great night. This is Myndrunner saying good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.